Hey, what's up guys, JD Venom here, part of Venom Nation Wrestling, and this is my SmackDown Live Review! If you guys are new around here, please rate, subscribe, drop a comment, be sure to follow me on Twitter, and like the Facebook page where both links are down below. Tell your friends and family come and join the Venom Nation Wrestling here on YouTube. So, tonight's SmackDown was good. I enjoyed tonight's SmackDown. It did a lot of things that I thought was intriguing, building up to No Way Out. Now everything was great, but it was a lot better than Raw. And this is possibly one of their better shows of the new era. Not the top, but I think it's one of the better shows of the new era, because it is built in some intriguing storylines, in my opinion, going on into next week, and they are actually starting to do a proper build towards No Way Out, and I was quite surprised by this, and I'm quite excited to see where it goes next week. I did not get bored during the show. I didn't, I was like, oh man, this really sucks. I mean, there were some things I was like, like every show. There's some good, and there's some bad, and there's some bad, there's some good. But more good than bad tonight. Tonight's show starts off with AJ Styles, the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, comes out to the ring. He gets on the microphone, and he said, how he beat John Cena at SummerSlam, how he beat Dean Ambrose at Backlash, and how he's the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Now, basically from there, AJ was mentioning about how he could beat Cena and Dean Ambrose one arm tied behind his back. All of a sudden, and a big shocker to me, because I thought he was going to be away a little bit longer, John Cena comes out. John Cena comes out to the ring. He gets into AJ's face and says that something belongs to him. He wants something that belongs to me. He wants it back. So AJ was like, all right, took out the never give up arm. I was like, oh, well, I don't need this anyway. He threw it right in John Cena's face, which I thought was pretty funny. And Cena was like, no, I want that. I want the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And as soon as he said that, I was like, oh my God, no. AJ, yes, he won the title, but he's gonna have one of the shortest reigns. Not one of the shortest reigns ever, but he's gonna have a short reign, and it's, oh man, John Cena's gonna come and stomp on him and beat him at No Way Out for the title, and that was my thought process. And so he wants to, he wants to be the man like Ric Flair. He wants to tie the man of Ric Flair of being the 16-time champ. Then basically, a lot of fans were actually behind Cena. On this, they were in Philadelphia tonight. They were getting the John Cena sucks doing that. In the hardcore crowds like Chicago, Philadelphia, places in Texas where they do that when Cena comes out to the ring. Then after that, Dean Ambrose music hits. He comes out to interrupt. Ambrose gets right up to AJ, and AJ raises the title in his face. Ambrose says AJ did something wrong when he kicked him in the nuts, and AJ became his worst enemy with that move. Then, holy shit, this is where it gets good. John Cena immediately turns around Ambrose. He basically, knocked Ambrose for complaining about low blowing somebody himself when AJ low blowed him at Backlash. So he's like, how can you be mad if you low blowed him first? He's gonna low blow you back. And pretty much, Cena said, oh my God, Cena, when he wants to, he can bury anybody at any time, and he buried the hell out of Ambrose with this statement. And this is something that we all thought about for a while with Dean Ambrose. It's like, what the hell is going on with Dean Ambrose? Cena said that Steve Austin was right about Ambrose on his podcast. Holy shit. That, oh God, man, that, whew. Holy shit, when Cena said that, I was like, oh my God, man, that really, man, that really says something. It basically says that Cena's surprised, the low blow hurt Ambrose. he says that Ambrose just showing everyone that he has no balls. Cena chant started up, and basically Cena, must be mistaken for someone that gives a damn, what he thinks. And Ambrose said that he doesn't give a damn what Cena thinks of him, and Ambrose had a little bit of a weak comeback. Ambrose, calls him a lazy part-timer, and he says that WWE uses Cena, to promote like on morning shows and things of that nature. So this was a good first segment here. We did see Shane McMahon come out to the ring and announce that at No Way Out, and I was very excited about this. The first show after the pay-per-view, you make your main event match for the next pay-per-view. Great stuff. This is the stuff I'm talking about. Do this either at the pay-per-view or on the next show after, and they did that tonight. First segment, got out the way. We know where our main event is. All we need is build up from now with this triple threat match at No Way Out. So bravo for that first segment, for WWE for doing that there, and I was quite happy with that first segment. So basically, also Shane McMahon announced that tonight that it will be Cena Ambrose versus AJ and a partner of his choosing. Basically, that's gonna be the main event for tonight. But bravo for WWE Smackdown, the writers. I don't know who wrote it tonight, but that was just absolutely beautiful. The way that you promoted that match at first segment of the show coming out of Backlash. Great. That's the stuff I'm talking about. You gotta do that, and they did that flawlessly tonight, in my opinion. Our first match tonight was the Hype Bros versus the Usos rematch from Backlash. Wasn't, it was. I don't think this match was actually better than the Backlash match. I thought the Backlash match was better, but we see the Usos win, and the Usos still being built up as this heel tag team that took out American Alpha, which is good. After that, we see the Miz come out to the ring. And we have another promo segment, and this promo segment was not as good as the first one here, but this one here is still pretty good in my opinion. Miz comes out to the ring. He says that that the Intercontinental World Championship Tour, World Tour, the Intercontinental World Championship. That makes no sense. The Intercontinental World Tour is continuing. Dolph Ziggler comes out immediately after that. So Ziggler still has beef with Miz for how he won at Backlash. Miz says that he refers to Ziggler's career being 6 feet under. His career is buried pretty much. Ziggler, he said he agrees that that he's having a crossroads in his career, that he's in a slump. He's not denying that. And after that, he brings up he brings up about a few other things. Then all of a sudden, Daniel Bryan comes out to the ring, and after that, Maurice gets in Ziggler's face. Well, before Daniel Bryan comes out to the ring, Dolph Ziggler says, give me one more chance for the Intercontinental Championship. One more chance for the Intercontinental Championship. And Maurice gets in Ziggler's face and says, she was like that he's not deserving of it. Then after that, the Miz gets on the mic, because the fans was booing, they were really booing Maurice in Philadelphia. I don't know if it's because she can't talk, because she can't really talk. I think it's because of that. They just want to get off the mic. Then the Miz cuts off the crowd and pretty much says, "Show some respect for my wife." Like, getting all mad. Good stuff from Miz here. All of a sudden, Daniel Bryan comes out, and Miz gets on the mic again, and he says that he wants to renegotiate his contract in WWE or SmackDown from Backlash. And Miz says that Bryan, won't get what he wants until that he gets what he wants. And Miz says that the title won't be defended on any show until he gets what he wants. Miz is calling his own shots, and there's nothing Bryan could do about it. Immediately, Bryan gets into the ring. Miz gets out of the ring immediately and leaves through the crowd. Good stuff here from Miz. It builds him up even more, and we see that later tonight on how they're training the Miz as a main event guy on the SmackDown roster, even though he is the Intercontinental Champion. He's being a main event type of guy on the SmackDown roster, which I fairly am enjoying right now, what they're doing with The Miz. Next match that we see, or what we're supposed to see, was supposed to be Baron Corbin versus Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews comes out. Baron Corbin's already in the ring. Baron Corbin attacks Apollo Crews from behind. And, pretty much from there, we see that, that Corbin's just destroying Apollo Crews on the outside before the bell hits. Then all of a sudden, and I was like, what the fuck? We just saw this guy last night on Raw. He's part of the Raw roster. Jack Swagger's coming out. But they explained it immediately, which I was all for. As soon as they explained why he was coming out, I was like, okay. It doesn't make sense, but at least they explained it immediately. Jack Swagger comes out. And, and he is, he's on the Raw roster. He was drafted to Raw, and pretty much, I believe it was JBL that said that, Jack Swagger's contract for Raw ended, last night. So he's signed to SmackDown now. Dan Bryan and Shane McMahon signed up to SmackDown. I was like, okay, at least they explained it. I mean, at least they didn't mean like, oh, he's part of Raw. They didn't know why he was there. So they kayfabe let go of Swagger from Raw, and kayfabe picked him up for SmackDown, which I think is a good reset for Jack Swagger. I think it's a good reset for Jack Swagger. I mean, he could be away from Raw. SmackDown does need another mid-card type of face, so this could be good. This could be a good feud for Baron Corbin. His first official feud in the SmackDown roster, which would be good. I was all for that. He stares down Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin exits the ring. Then Swagger got on the mic. And this was bad. This was a horrific promo from Jack Swagger tonight. I like Jack Swagger. I like his in-ring work. He doesn't need to talk. You need to have somebody to talk for him, but since he's a face, he's forced to talk. And yeah, it was horrible. Oh Jesus. What did Swagger say? He said, God, Jesus Christ. He said something that I really did not really like. He said that, God, man, I forgot, guys. I forgot. He said something. He said that, we got a big problem or something like that. He said something of that effect, but nevertheless, Jack Swagger's promo tonight was god-awful. It was, horrific. I didn't like it. Whatsoever on what he did, but nevertheless, though, hey, Swagger is on, SmackDown, and, that's good. Oh, yeah, that's what he said. He said, you don't know Jack. Oh, that was awful when he said that. He said, you don't know Jack. God awful from Swagger, but nevertheless, I somewhat enjoyed the moment. It wasn't the best segment of the night, definitely not, but I understand why Swagger's there. Then after that, we see Becky Lynch comes out. She cuts her promo saying that that she's gonna be a fighting champion, and to tell all have all the newcomers to come at me, bro, on what Becky Lynch says. So she's out at the ring. She's gonna see a failed 5-way contendership match for the Divas. Oh my God, did I just say Divas, guys? Dislike the video right now, please. I just said Divas. My bad. For the Women's Championship. And it's Naomi versus Nikki Bella versus Alexa Bliss versus Carmella versus Naomi. And pretty much, this match wasn't too great. It was alright. It wasn't as good as the 6-woman tag match. I thought it was decent. My opinion, I think the Backlash match was better. But nevertheless, they put in their work here. And Alexa Bliss, which I should have tweeted, that was going to be my prediction to win. And my thought process was going into this match is that, well, you're not going to have Naomi, Nikki Bella, and Natalya win. There's no way you're going to have them win. I'm sorry, not Natalia. Nikki Bella, Naomi, and well, yeah, there are only 2 faces in there. There's no way you're gonna have them to win at all because they're faces. Natalia has already had feuds with Becky since Raw. She's been having feuds with her for a while now. We don't want to see that for the Women's Championship. Carmella is gonna be busy with Nikki Bella. Obviously, they have a side feud going on. So the outlier was Alexa Bliss, and if you could put all that together, it should be really surprised that Alexa Bliss was gonna win this match. But Alexa Bliss wins this match. That's good. That's awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad for her. She deserves it. She's a hard worker. She improved a lot since NXT, and I'm proud that she is gonna be getting this title shot. Now, with that being said, we all know that Becky's gonna win, and we all know that. Whew, all red everything, or all black everything now. Eva Marie, getting a fucking migraine. Fuck. Oh god, if she doesn't win the Women's Championship. Eva Marie. Guys, prepare your ears. Lower down your volume right now, please. Do it. I'm warning you. That's your warning. Eva Marie. I hate her. Hope she doesn't become Women's Champion. We'll just say that. After that, we see Heath Slater coming out too, and he signs his contract for being on the SmackDown Live roster now. He signed his contract. All of a sudden, Heath Slater and Rhino is interrupted by the Ascension. When I was like, kind of like, what? I hope these guys are not actually fitting for the tag team titles going into No Way Out. But no, it was just a one-time match, which I'm okay with. So have the Ascension on the match tonight, actual real match. Have them go against Rhino and Heath Slater and defend the titles. I was okay with that. Heath Slater and Rhino win, of course. Then after that, we see a promo with Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton. Randy Orton comes out to the ring, and Orton he gets on the mic, and he tells Bray Wyatt to come out to the ring if he has any balls. If he has the balls, he comes out to the ring. Wyatt appears on the big screen. Then basically, he basically warns Randy to watch out. Then the lights go black. Then, Riot's now at ringside doing his fucking voodoo magic. Then the arena, is all lit up with the fireflies and the lights and the spotlights, and with Randy in the ring. Orton tells Wyatt to get in the ring. Let's go black out again. Then we see Eric Rowan behind Randy Orton. So apparently Eric Rowan's still working for Bray Wyatt, even though he kind of split him up. And man, just either keep the Wyatt family together or don't have them together. I'm tired of seeing these guys splitting up, coming back together, splitting up, coming back together. Just do one or the other, WWE, at this point. Either have the Wyatt family or just have Bray Wyatt by itself. Personally, I like to see him by itself. But that's just me personally. That's just me personally. I like the Wyatt family too, but personally, I think he has more potential if he's by himself. But pretty much, after Eric Rowan's behind Randy Orton, he lays out Randy Orton. Randy Orton basically nails an RKO out of nowhere, which for the life of me, I don't get it, because he was supposed to have a match against Bray Wyatt at Backlash, but apparently he did not have the match because of concussion-like symptoms. But he's still doing bumps right now, and I don't get it. He's still doing I don't get it. I don't understand it. But the segment ends, and there you go. The fans cheer for Orton. After that, and this is before this segment here, we go backstage, and this is one of the funniest moments of the night. Dan Bryan approaches AJ Styles in the back, because AJ's been looking for a partner all night. He tried to get Kane, he tried to get Baron Corbin. Can't get none of these guys to be their partner. AJ says that he doesn't need no one as partner. Dan Bryan introduces AJ's partner, James Ellsworth. If you don't remember who this guy was, he was the guy that got squashed by Braun Strowman on Raw a few weeks ago, which is fucking awesome that they brought him in for SmackDown. The fans popped. They popped for Ellsworth. They need to, I don't want to say they need to sign Ellsworth, but they need to have him make appearances every now and then. Don't overutilize the guy, or bring him in for like little comedy segments every now and then. It's like, I'll be your partner or something like that. I think that'll be fantastic if they do that. Bring him in every now and then, like once every 4 or 5 months, like as we see him, like a little, like just just seeing him, he gets squashed in a match against somebody, he'll float from Raw and SmackDown. I think that'll be fucking fantastic if they use him like that. So basically, it's gonna be James Ellsworth and AJ Styles versus John Cena and Dean Ambrose. Alright, so that's our main event right here. We go. Alrighty. Well, we see AJ Styles come out to the ring. James Ellsworth is coming out to the ring. Then all of a sudden, from behind, The Miz, who walked out of the arena earlier, who just attacked James Ellsworth, who was over as shit. A big pop from the crowd for Ellsworth. He was attacked behind by The Miz, and this is going to make The Miz, he's in the main event as the Intercontinental Champion, teaming up with the WWE Champion with John Cena and Dean Ambrose. The Miz, with this match right here, even though he ends up getting pinned, this solidifies him as a main eventer on the SmackDown roster. And WWE overall, as a big picture, not a main eventer, but as on the SmackDown roster, this solidifies him as a main eventer. And I'm happy with it. Overall, this match was pretty decent. You see this match ends where you see Dean Ambrose hits a suicide dive on AJ Styles. Cena's in the ring and hits a attitude adjustment on The Miz for the 1-2-3 pinfall. So Miz takes the fall. Someone has to take the fall in this match. Obviously, The Miz is gonna be that outlier. You can't have Styles get pinned in this match. And yeah. But after the match ends, John Cena and Dean Ambrose wins. After the match ends, Ambrose returns to the rings. He raised up Cena's hand. They celebrate. Then out of nowhere, Dirty Deeds. A Dirty Deeds is hit to John Cena from Dean Ambrose to boos in Philadelphia, mind you. To boos in Philadelphia to Dean Ambrose. I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel. Was the Philadelphia crowd more behind John Cena than Dean Ambrose tonight? I don't, what kind of world are we living in right now? He was booed. Usually, anybody attacking Cena is cheered, probably the exception of Roman Reigns. But he was booed, and I'm quite confused about it as well, that he was booed. I don't understand it, but I mean, the SmackDown ends with Dean Ambrose, looking at AJ up the ramp, and Cena, tries to recover in the ring. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just confused about that. I really am. Do I think that Dean Ambrose is turning heel? Right now, no. Because John Cena is the main face on SmackDown, and you got way too many heels on SmackDown right? So I think Dean he's a tweener. He's a tweener. He will be a tweener. He's a tweener. Kind of like Stone Cold, but more of a, I guess I'm going to call it heelish tweener, if you want to call it. But, that doesn't make any sense, though. Like a heelish tweener. A tweener is a, he does, heel tactics and gets face reactions. So, that was a heel tactic, but he didn't get a face reaction. But I don't think he's going to be portrayed as a heel. So I still think Dean Ambrose is going to be more of a tweener more than anything else, because you can't make Dean heel, because if you get Dean Ambrose here, because you're going to, if you make Dean Ambrose heel, it'll be Dean Ambrose, it'll be AJ Styles, it'll be The Miz, it'll be Baron Corbin, it will be the Usos. You know what I mean? It will be, and I don't want to count the women, because, women don't really count. But you get what I'm saying? That's way too many heels. The only faces that you'll have will be John Cena, Apollo Crews, Kane. You know what I mean? That. Yeah, no. Hype Bros, Heath Slater, and Rhino. No, you need Dean Ambrose as face, or tweener maybe. But, yeah. I mean, if I had to give SmackDown a rating out of 10, last night I gave Raw a 4 out of 10. I'll give SmackDown a 7 out of 10. I fairly enjoyed this show tonight. It wasn't the best show of all time, but it was an easy watch, even though it's 2 hours long. But I said this last week. SmackDown's extending up on the way they do their storylines. Even though SmackDown's, show last week was garbage, but they're ascending up in the right direction. They made 1, 2, what do you see? You got 1, 2, did we get a third match? No, we didn't get a third match for, No Mercy, but you could probably guess of a third match, going to No Mercy of Baron Corbin and Jack Swagger. But you got your your two main singles titles. Possibly, well, I would say possibly even 4 because if you count Dolph Ziggler and The Miz. So there's still, you can see where they're going on possibly 4 matches going in to No Mercy. You got your main match, your main event of a triple threat match. You got a women's title match of Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. You got possibly an Intercontinental Championship match of The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. You can pretty much book that's going to happen. And possibly another match. Maybe this will be a pre-show match. I don't know. It depends on how the feud goes. A Baron Corbin and a Jack Swagger who's coming to SmackDown. As long as he's off the mic, I don't give a shit what they do with them. But that's 4 matches, guys. And we still have all the way up until I think it's the 9th of October is when No Mercy's, gonna be on the WWE Network. That's 4 weeks from now, guys. That they got built up for. Actually, 3 weeks now that they have built up for. So they had 3 weeks to build this up. Can they capitalize on this week? Going into next week's show, just by what happened tonight, I think they can do it. I think SmackDown can do it, and they can have a proper build up to No Mercy. I'm very optimistic. Hope you guys are optimistic as well. But guys, I am going to go and get out here. If you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to leave me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the Venom Nation Wrestling here on YouTube, where I make videos every day. We'll be reviewing the CWC live event tomorrow on the WWE Network. We're going to be finding out who is the first CWC champion. Kota Ibushi, Zack Sabre Jr., Grand Metalik, TJ Perkins, who will be the first winner of the Cruiserweight Classic. And also as well, we'll be making additional videos this week coming up of my wrestling news and rumors begin on Thursday here on YouTube. But guys, I am going to go ahead and get out of here. Please rate, please subscribe, please drop a comment, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another review. Peace out.